Hello everyone, my name is Bahdon and I'm here today to show you how to establish a connection between Microsoft Office 2007 and Java version 8. They don't work properly, so you need to download this file, Ucanaccess file from a site which I will show you later. So this is what we're going to do here. First, we're going to download the Ucanaccess zip file. And then we're going to go to the Eclipse as I'm using Eclipse environment. We're going to go to our project and then do those steps. I will show you in practical number 3. And then we're going to put those files into our JDK library files in case you might need it. And then number 4, we're going to create a simple database using MS Access 2007. And the final step, we're going to write our code by creating a Java class, which will establish the connection. And then we're going to fetch the data from the database and then print out the data on the console. So let us get started. So I'm going to show you, as I said, where you're going to go to download first. So you're going to go to this site. You can access SourceForge. This is the site you need. And this is the file you need to download, 4.0. I believe this is the latest, or maybe there's another version that come after this. And when you're done here, we're going to go to the second one. We're going to go to our Eclipse in here. And this is, by the way, this is the files you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those files that you need to extract from the zip file that you download. So you're going to go to your project, right click it, and then you're going to go to build path, and then you're going to go to library, add library, and then you're going to go user library next. And then as you see here, mine is already there. I already downloaded it, but you're going to click here, user library, and then you're going to click new, and then you're going to add, and then those files will be extracted from where you saved, and then it will be put in here. Access, as you see here, 1, 2. So make sure that you have all those 5 files. So that's basically done here. So we're going to go to my computer now to add the jar library. So you're going to click here where I store my Java program files, and then you're going to go to Java, and then you're going to go to this folder, jar file, and then lib file, and then the extension file. So then where you're going to copy all those 5 files into here too. So basically we are done the configuration, Java configuration here. Now what is the next step? This one. So we are done here, and now we're going to create a simple database using MS Access 2007. So let us go and click here, MS Office 2007, and I'm going to go here, click new, and then this is where we give a name the database. So I'm going to put database 12, and then make sure that you store where you know. So I'm going to click here to store my database where I want, so desktop, and then under this folder, so make sure that you remember database 12. So click OK. Now we're gonna click create. Now as you see here, our database is created, and now we're gonna click right click here and then assign view, and we're gonna give a name to our table. So let's give it students, just to illustrate. Click OK. So now as you see here, MS Access created for us the primary key, which is the auto-generated. So we're gonna put here first name. This is the fields, and then of course will be a text, and then last name will be the text. So I'm gonna leave only those 2 fields. I'm gonna click here save, and then I'm gonna double click here to put the data, my first name, and the last name is second name, let's say Mary, and then Scott, and then the last one, the third one will be sim, and then pro, and then I think this is an F. So we're gonna click here, save, and I'm gonna close the database here. Close the database, and then exit here. All right, so we're gonna also go to the control panel to tell the data source. So click here, administrative tools, and then ODBC, and then you have to say yes for the permission. All right, so we're gonna go to here, system DSN, so it's the data source, and then we're gonna click add, and then of course we are using MS Access driver here, and then we're gonna click finish. Now, what was the database that we created? Database 10 or 12, I believe. And then we're gonna click select. So now we have to find where we saved, and then we click here. And I think we have to go to the user, and then my name, and then we're gonna go to the desktop, this folder, I believe, and then this is this. So 12, click OK. Now we added our database into the data source, the ODBC, click OK. And now click OK here. And now we're done. Now we're going to go back here. And then our last step will be what? To create a Java class. So let's go and do it. So I create, let me make it a little bigger here. Okay, so now let's delete this one. So now, as you see here, this is our class, and we're gonna need those two classes later. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is now. So this is the name of our class, and this is the constructor in here. And I believe you always put your name, the author. All right. I think this is capital. Now, as you see here, this is the main method. Now, there's nothing here. So I'm going to create a method called static method, static void. So I'm going to call the name of this method database connection. All right, so it has no argument. All right, so now we're going to call this class from the API Java. Now we're going to create instance of this class. Okay, and I'm going to import. All right, so now we're going to create this class too. We're going to driver manager, and then we're going to say get, and then you need to call this method get connection, and then it accepts the URL. So that URL, I think it's this one, which is I saved. So now we're going to put here that URL. Okay, so this is our database now. So I think it's the database 12. Okay. All right, and now we still have some error here. You just put there. Convert them from this connection. So let me see here. I think we don't need this class. So now import, so you make sure that you import this class. Okay, and now there is still something here. Now you need to try and catch. Okay. All right. So now we're good to go here. We don't see any more error. So now basically this is the class, the connection class. You need that one, and then you're going to create the instance of that class, and then you have to pass the path, the location that we save our database. So that was database 12. Okay, so now we create the connection. Now we have to create statement, I believe. Now you have that connection here. And now we create a statement. Use this class statement. And there is t. Okay, it's equal to. And then we're gonna call the instance con dot create statement in here. So Eclipse is gonna help us. Okay, now the second one, you have to create the result. You have to call this class the result set rs is equal to. So now you need this statement here, the instance of this statement, st dot execute. So you have to execute. So it needs the SQL statement in here. So now we're gonna use select all from which table that we create, the table name, student, and then we are done. So now we have to loop this one by one. So what we need, while rs instance is now have all the information that we need from the student table. So we have to loop that. Next, we use that method, that function. Next, okay, so now we have to print whatever that we got from the database, system out dot print. Okay, and then you put the next line. Okay, so rs dot get string. We're going to use this method to get a string. Get a string, and that is the column name, first name. All right. And the second one was, now we're going to put space. Okay, the second one will be rs, the last name, right? Get string, which is the last name. And now that's basically what we need. Okay, so now I'm going to call the method here, the main, so database connection. Okay, so make sure that you call here that method that's doing this job. Okay, I'm calling the main. So I'm going to click save. Okay, so now I'm going to run it. Proceed. See how it's going to work. Okay, we have some error here. Connection 27. The main. Okay, the main. Okay, so this method is called a database connection. Let me see, we have unresolved compilation problem. Okay. Forty-one is here. So what we have, okay, get string rs dot get string. Okay, so let's first print the first name